if you watch a mother dog correct a puppy, what you will see is that the mother dog will be still, will be assertive, will be strong, will be over the puppy. She will use her mouth and she will make contact with the puppy, a lot of the time around the neck, but the mother dog has the ability to contact other points of the body. She will stop generally once the puppy shows submission. Hey friends, this is Martin Wright from Argos Dog Training, and today we're going to be talking about, we're going to start our series on the pronged training collar. This episode is going to be about why we use the pronged training collar, right? What is a pronged training collar? It's one of these. These are prong training collars. In this video, we'll be talking about how these collars are really natural for the dogs. We'll be showing puppy videos with the mother dog, communicating with puppies and things like that. And you'll be able to see how these imitate nature. Okay, so this is a pronged training collar. And so is this. So prong training collars, just like everything else, there are many different manufacturers. The companies that I like are the Hermspringer, that's what this is, and the Starmark. Starting with the Hermspringer, this is an old tool. We've been using it for a long time. I like the Hermspringer. It's German made. It is well machined. There's no sharp edges on it. Everything is dulled down. So it is a pretty safe tool. The way the tool works is that it's supposed to imitate a mother dog or a more dominant dog and how they use their mouth and teeth when they're communicating with other dogs and puppies. The way it works is that this martingale feature causes it that if you pull on the collar, the whole collar all the way around will tighten. So there's no hard spot. There is no one spot or serious pressure point. And what these prongs do is that they imitate teeth, the mouth and the teeth of the dog. So just like how in a minute we're going to be showing some puppies and them playing and communicating with their mothers, we'll see the mothers using their mouth and their teeth in order to interact with the puppy. Dogs communicate by using their mouth and teeth with each other, even when they're being friendly. They also use body language. They also use sounds, not verbal, but auditory language as well. But they will use touch. They will use their mouth in order to be able to communicate. So when we use a tool like the pronged training collar, we're actually communicating with the dog in a way that they can naturally understand. So let's take a look at some of these videos that we find on YouTube, and we'll be able to discuss that a little bit. Okay, so here's the first video. It starts off pretty easy, you can see that they're very excited puppies, and there's a mother dog who's entering into the space. Now look at all this excitement and energy from the puppies. They're very excited to see her. She is calm. She is still and stable. She's patient. Right here, she starts to let them know that I want you to also be calm. So we heard a little bit of a growl. She moved quickly and she snapped one time at one puppy, and we see a big change in the whole demeanor. Here, the puppy's getting close, and there, again, it's a quick touch with her mouth. Not a good angle from the camera, but a quick touch, and the puppy understands that they need to give her space. She showed a lot of patience there. So when she first walked in, yeah, excellent. When she first walked in, they were all over her. She didn't react immediately. She took a little while and decided what she wanted to do about it. After she corrects them and they calm down, now she could go in and further inspect. The puppy allows touching. She's okay with that. She sniffs around, and this is all good interaction. And you can see that all the dogs are respectful to her. This other puppy comes in and she freezes, and then the puppy just backs off. Those two snaps that she gave in the beginning, those two correction bites, disciplinary actions, those two things set the stage for everything. One of the puppies touched her tail, and she did not like that. You can see the puppy tail wagging, and his tail is high. He's probably a more dominant puppy, right? Or she. But she did not like that, and she told him right away. The puppy let go of the tail, moved away. So that's the kind of thing that we're trying to imitate as we're training and working with dogs. We want to have a way that we can say, yes, we agree, and no, we disagree, quickly and easily. And the prong training collar allows us to be able to do that. None of these puppies were hurt. They all look calm, they look relaxed, and that's what we want to see when we also correct the dog. This next clip is of cane corsos and how they communicate with their young. So starting off, we have a dog here, a puppy in the corner. The mother dog just sniffs, kind of checks out. Whoa, that puppy does not want to be touched. So she moves away. And she's using her mouth here, not a great angle, but she's using her mouth here to communicate with the puppy. Now, the reason why I think that this mother is teaching the puppy that she should have the right to be able to handle is because of that right there. The other puppy does not give any reaction, and the mother dog leaves that puppy alone. This puppy is clearly much more touch sensitive, right? And the mother dog is just teaching the puppy. She just pushed the father out of the way there, but she's teaching the puppy that she has the right to touch. And here you use a little bit of neck there, a little bit of mouth and teeth, and now the puppy's on his side and back, and she keeps poking until the puppy calms down, right? And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a change in the behavior of the dog. So both of these videos, or all the videos that we show in this episode, are really from, amateur videographers, people who are just, recording with their phone and just happen to post it onto YouTube. And that is a great thing because it shows the dog more natural behavior. It also is not so great because, of course, the angles might not be as great as we want them to be. It might be a little hard to see. But if you look around YouTube, you will see these things, and there might be other videos that might show a little bit better. The thing that I want you guys to really be aware of, though, as the mother dog corrects the puppies, is that the mother dog is pretty calm. Although she might be growling, a dog might be snarling, showing teeth a little bit, they're still in their body otherwise. They're not acting out. They're not frustrated. They don't seem frustrated. They don't even really seem angry. They're just making their point. While the mother dog does use its mouth and teeth to correct the puppy, she does not damage the puppy. None of these videos will you see a puppy with broken skin. The same could be said about a prong training collar. If we use them with that same intention, where we're calm, then the tool will not break the dog's skin, will not damage the dog. After the puppy has been corrected, you'll see submissive behavior. A lot of the times the puppies will lay down, their ears will go back, their tail will drop, they might move away, they will lean away, things like that, look away. Those are things that let the mother dog know that the puppy understood that they're not supposed to do that. So those are the things that we want to see also when we're using our training tools and being able to communicate with dogs the same way. As a dog trainer, it is my job to protect animals, to protect dogs. One of the concerns that I have as a dog trainer is that I have to work with people as well. I have to learn and understand how people operate as much as dogs because it's both species together. And one thing I've learned about humans is that if something continues, something that the human does not like continues over and over again, it will lead the human to feeling frustrated. And if it continues after the human becomes frustrated, it will lead the human to become angry. And if it continues after the human becomes angry, there's a good chance that the human could lash out and could do damage that they don't even intend to do. I don't know how many times I've had clients who've worked with other trainers who did not use any of these tools and have gotten upset with their dog to the point where they would do something that they don't want to do. They'll whack them with a newspaper, or they will do something else because they're trying to tell the dog, sit and give them a treat, but the dog keeps jumping. When you're trained and you're taught how to use a prong training collar, you see the effects of using these mild bits of tension right away on the dog. And you see that the dog's behavior changes, just like how the mother golden retriever, one quick touch, and all of the puppies start calming down. So you see that happen quickly. So that doesn't lead to frustration, which doesn't lead to anger, which doesn't lead to harm, right? That to me is a big reason why we should be using these tools. It's easy for the dog to understand them. It's a natural way that dogs communicate anyway. If you want to learn more about the prong training collars, we have much more coming up in this series. We'll be talking about how to use them. We'll be talking about what makes a good prong training collar, and we'll be able to compare. We'll be able to compare the prong training collar to other tools, and there might be some other surprises to come as well. If you like what you see here today, definitely click the subscribe button, get your notifications. Check the description below for other links to our other social media outlets. And until next time, enjoy your day and enjoy your dog.